How to tell if you're having a nervous breakdown. I'm a psychotherapist, psychologist, coach. My name's Poppy. I've practiced for 30 years globally and I'm unaffiliated. I work for you. Take what you want, leave what you don't, from what I say. Firstly, it might be that you get to have a breakdown or a breakthrough. It might be that your soul is depleted and you get to replenish. It might be, and most likely is, that you are passing a threshold now. Some way of being, some reality gets to stop. And sometimes we don't have the courage to be able to make the changes we seek or need because familiarity is very seductive, better than devil you know. We fear change. So sometimes the universe, or we give the universe a nudge, or it gives us a nudge, quite an aggressive one often, to change, for change. Sometimes having a breakdown is a vote for your survival. Who was it today said to me, what's that called when magic happens in miracles? You were saved, he said. I was talking to him about a time when I was very ill. You were saved. And what he was referring to, because it might be helpful to you, was I looked in the mirror. I was in the middle of trying to kill myself. I looked in the mirror and it was odd. Wash came over me, like a ghostly kind of experience I had in the mirror. And I heard, what you could try is taking responsibility for your choices, Poppy. What you put in your mouth, what comes out of your mouth, the choices you make, the people you spend time with, the places you spend time in, the things you're investing in, are they good for you? What you could try before you kill yourself or give up or become even more catatonic, what you could look at is, are you taking care of your choices? Are you being discerning about your yeses and your nos? Is this a yes vote for me? Or is this behavior, this thought, this action, a vote against me and my thriving? We get to thrive. And what happens in my very informed experience is we reach about middle age, there around, and we have some kind of existential crisis, a crisis of existence, where something gets to stop. We get to graduate from that first part of life, where a lot of what we were doing was survival strategies. I'm fine. Whatever it is that we've been doing to anesthetize, to cope, to get through, and so on, there's a breakthrough where nature is seasonal. Nature hatches, it gives birth to things. Like an egg hatching, oftentimes it can be hideous. You could be exhausted, overwhelmed, depleted, psychotic. We're on the gradient of anything with dis-ease. Doubt and worry to severe and enduring mental health issues and medications and hospitalizations and suicide attempts and so on. And as I've said often, please let's be aware, suicide is a choice. It's someone's choice. However, and I know a lot about suicide and suicidality, what I will tell you from 30 years of working with people and having been ill, obviously, is that if we're ever suicidal or chronically depressed and anxious, two things will not be happening. And if we change these two things, we will no longer be anxious and depressed or suicidal. We've got to grow and we've got to give. The spiritual needs, growth and contribution. Tony Robbins talks about this, the 6 human needs. 2 of them are spiritual needs. The needs of our spirit. We need to be learning daily, growing, new neural pathways. Our brain is growing through learning and doing new things. And we need to give. We're tribal. We need to offer something, contribute something. I'm not talking money necessarily. I'm talking to give to something greater than us. Growth and contribution. Those are missing when people are mentally unwell. And the more severely we're mentally unwell, the more severely lacking we are in growth and contribution, in my experience. So it might be that you need to be having a mental breakdown, and all it means is something gets to shift. That's it. There's no shame to be had here. It's a blessing, in my opinion. A blessing and a lesson. And it's easy, of course, for me to say that, seemingly, because I'm sitting here and you may be in hell right now. I've been there. I know every shade of red, orange and yellow in hell, believe me. So maybe this is for you and your greatest growth and your greatest expansion. We get to have faith. I will hold the hope for you if you have none, said my ex-boyfriend to me when I was in trouble having a breakdown. It ended up being one of many breakthroughs. Every human on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned, has a dark night of the soul at least once. This could be yours. And in my opinion, it's an invitation to change. It doesn't need to be done at any particular rate. It's not a test. It's a seasonal part of this world that we live on, planet Earth. It's seasonal. It's the bipolar world. Night, day, black, white, happy, sad, male, female. We get to move with the rhythms of nature. And most of our lives we've been resisting it because culture teaches us some very weird things about how to live on planet Earth. So in you is some profound wisdom that with all the chat that you've been raised with, something inside of you is that healthy and that vibrant and that wise that you can cut through all the noise. And right now is your acting out time, where you and whatever's going on with your soul, your spirit, and your now mission is breaking through. Congratulations. It only gets better from here. If you can release some of the fear, some of the unknowing. Faith, real faith, is when we see no evidence of anything. You get to have faith. The ego falls away when we have a breakdown, hopefully. If not, we'll have plenty more choices and chances to do it later. I would recommend do it now. The ego is always judging in relative position to other people. Am I wrong, or are you wrong? Do I want to be like you? Are you a threat to me? And so on. We're doing that all the time. Ego. Safety. What you get to do now instead is discern, is judge by all means, not from fear. Judge from discernment. Is that okay for me? I'm not sure, so I'm just going to be cautious today. Be gentle. Something good is coming, I promise you. It is. So perhaps you get to have a breakdown, and I'm pro you and whatever's coming on its way. Believe me, it's good. See what you can do with any fear that you have. Let go, release, surrender. I know it's challenging, I really do. I kicked and screamed for 30 flipping years. If there was a quicker way, a better way, I promise you I would share it with you. There isn't. The fast way is the slow way, because the slow way is the only way. I learnt that from Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO. So I'm here. Reach out if you need to. In the meantime, I am celebrating you and your new you. Just please be gentle. Please be patient. Life happens not on our timeline, I learned. It happens on its own timeline. You will be good. It gets better. Everything changes and everything moves. So I would start very small and keep very short. The still, soft voice, the short, simple things that you hear, that's your higher self. Kind, soft, immediate instruction. Kind, compassionate, that's your higher self. Anything other than that is ego. Long-winded sentences, judgment and so ego all the way home. Listen for the still, soft voice. What next step can I take just now to take care of me now? And your higher self, your intuition, God, the universe, universal intelligence, all the things will talk to you if you listen. Big love.